too, and you can bring people into that, and there'll be people that want to see that. You got them all, So I think that's how you have to make your decision. And well, I think I am going to. Let's see. I've got all this new technology, guys. I feel so. I feel like a kid. I feel like a kid in the candy store. I ain't gonna lie. It's just fun. It's just fun. I enjoy this. This is something that I've looked forward to getting the opportunity to get to learn this and get to enjoy bringing a little bit of a show to you. Hey man, I think I'm going to. I was trying. I get lost. I get so lost. But I'm gonna play y'all a little song called "Slow It On Down." A little song I wrote. I'm gonna play it, and then might have us. We'll be coming back on the other side, and be back here in just a few minutes, man. We got Shine down in the house now, done chimed in. So when we come back, it'll be Guy and Shine. So we'll see y'all here in just a few minutes, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. This is Creating Change now with Guy and Shine. See you on the other side. I've been in a hurry since I don't know when. Gotta bring it on back, start over again. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice slow pace, the kind where a guy like me wins a race. Yeah, slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice slow pace, the kind where a guy like me wins the race. Well, I got me a woman, yeah, she's better than most. Yeah, I get the space I need to really cut loose. Yeah, she slows it on down to a nice slow pace, the kind where a guy like me wins the race. Yeah, slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins a race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins the race. Yeah, slow it down. Slow it on down, guys. Good vibes only to you. always good vibes. Always good vibes on to all of them. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day.
Yes,
Here we
sir.
go. What's
Yes,
up, Tom?
sir.
What's going on, man? Welcome,
Well,
welcome.
congratulations. I
Thanks,
seen the
man.
number. I seen the
Thanks.
number, man.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah, man.
apologize out of the gate. This lung pneumonia bronchitis crap I've been dealing with is like really flared up the last 2 days.
And that sucks, dude. I hate to hear that.
I'll be all right. I'm tough, you know that, right? So we'll be fine. But I finally went today and got, because I'm not a big hospital guy. You know what I mean? Like I don't dig into that stuff too much. Just everybody kind of knows why. I
Right.
just, if there's any other way, and I was doing everything else, and this has been going on since December 6th, and man, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes, like this morning. You know what I mean? And just like wheezing like somebody was waterboarding me. I said, I guess I'm gonna have to bite the bullet on this one and go get dealt with. You know what I mean? So anywho, I finally got back, with our great medical system up here that the world believes is flawless. Don't believe the lies. So it's like,
I thought nobody got sick there. It was
oh,
so
no
good.
one gets sick up here, man, and everything
No,
is free. It's
no,
all free. No,
no.
it ain't free. Ain't no free lunch.
Yeah.
But congratulations. Enough of
Thanks,
me.
man. Thanks, man.
Congratulations to you, man.
Thanks, man.
Excellent to see the growth. Excellent to see everybody in here,
Yeah.
building her up. And did you get your truck back yet?
No, no.
No? That's all
I'd
right.
say it'll be, and I'm gonna tell you what, man. We're having real bad flooding right now, so prayers to everybody in
Flooding
my
now.
area. And
Holy
I had a friend of
smokes.
mine. A friend of mine died last month in a car accident, and
Sorry to hear.
his one of his close friends, they happened to be coming down through West Virginia about an hour. They're about an hour and 20 minutes from me. Anyway, they got detoured. They said 4 different times, and now they're stuck on a back road. Their vehicle's still good. Their vehicle's not ruined or anything. They're just stuck in the
They're
mud.
stuck. Yep.
They can't get
Yep.
out. And I told them, I said, well, by daylight, it's just be mindful, keep your windows cracked, let your car
Yep.
idle, all this
Yep.
kind of stuff.
Yep.
And then by daylight, if y'all haven't got help, then I'll come hunt you down because they're about an hour.
Oh,
Best the GPS would tell me they're about an hour and 20 minutes from me in Painesville, West
you
Virginia.
know
So
what's like so peculiar about like when we have these conversations, right? Is like a lot of the stuff like with the fires in California and now the flooding that's happening, which I just learned about on the fly. We're about to get hit with 45 more centimeters of snow on top of the 30
dang,
we just got hit
dang,
with. Like it's on now. It's on like Donkey Kong right
dang.
now. So we're getting smashed. I mean, we were driving around this evening because I had to get up to the hospital to see my father-in-law because he's in,
He's in bad shape, man.
he's in bad shape, man. And and it was a day, and like it's hard enough to do that stuff when you are feeling half decent, but like this is the first time my son's kind of been exposed to this, and I'm so used to it by now that I've kind of become desensitized, which does not mean I don't appreciate life. It just means that you kind of know when somebody's, you know what I mean? They've
Sure.
kind of, if you've been around it long enough, you know what I mean. If you don't, you don't, and be thankful that you don't. But
Indeed. Indeed.
I showed up and I see my son, and like it's a two shared room, right? So like his grandfather was doing fine, or well, like he was presenting himself like as one does. You know what I mean? You got to put on a face sometimes, right? It's like right. But he kept it on. He did a good job. But there was a person in the bed beside him who was just grueling pain, and I see my son's face, and I just said, "Listen, like I don't want to cut this short. I'll come back. I'll be back in the next day.
Mm.
But this is not something that You know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff that keeps you up at night. So
Right, right.
you gotta be aware of them things. But anyway, on a lighter note, it's snowing up here. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Things are good.
Yeah.
You
Well,
are
shout out
good.
to Snow then.
Yeah, shout out to the snow, man.
We got Destin to Recover. Thank you, Sister Destin to Recover, for being in the house. Thank you for the congrats on 500. You know how big of a feat it is.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, it's it feels like a big number. It's not. I know it's not in comparison to most, but it is for me. And
It's
and
what
I
we
take
call a
it as
milestone, man. You know,
it's
what I
a
mean?
milestone.
Yes,
It's
sir.
a milestone. So, you know, we reached it. We're happy for it. But, you know, this is Guy and Shine Evening Edition. You know, this is weekend fun. We promise Monday through Friday. But
Yes, we
just
do.
because, you know, we like doing it and we kind of got, you know, for me, I kind of opened my mouth and said I was going to be going 7 days a week. Well, I'm here. Now, Sean did not open his mouth and say that. So if he wants to not be here, then he's got an out. He can go, I didn't say I was going to
I
go
know
7 days.
you can't prove nothing. It
Yeah,
just goes to court.
I'm the jackleg that was like, I'm going every day.
Oh,
through
man.
February.
But
I'm sitting here
tell
like this.
Dude, that's why he's wearing these sunglasses. Y'all gotta understand.
Guys. Yeah. Like, come
Your
on,
whole
man.
eyes are black. I can't even see any of the white
Yeah.
in your cornea, bro.
They are not for. I mean, they are cool. I get that.
They're
are
great.
cool.
Yeah, you
But
kind of
that's
remind
not
me
what
of
I
a
wear.
younger Randy Macho Man Savage.
I was
You know what
thinking
I
the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, I was just coming in here, and my wife, she was like,
yeah,
she
snap
was
it
like,
to a
God,
Slim
do you
Jim.
realize how good you look? And I was like, well, not really, but you can tell me if you want. And she was
Well,
telling me
hey.
right before I come in here, and I was like, I ain't got time to listen, honey. I got it.
You know,
I got a live schedule. I can't. So I told her that she could tell me the rest of,
You can
all
just
of it.
write it down, leave it in
Yeah,
a
just write it
post-it
down.
note.
We've been through this before.
I already kind of know. You
It
know what I
almost
mean?
sounds
But
like she's begging, and it's like,
it's,
quit
you know,
it, honey.
come
Don't
on
do
now.
that to
Come
you.
on
Don't
now.
you don't do that. I don't do that. But I see you got us a little something up here in the bottom, man. You want to give us a little little insight on what we got here?
Yeah, actually, what's wild is like my voice is super screwed, and my hearing is really messed up.
But
right
your
now.
rouge looks good.
My rouge, you know, I finally think I might have someone I can keep around,
The color.
someone I can rely on, who knows
Yes.
just how to make it. You know,
Yeah.
I can't
I didn't
do
mean
it
to
all.
interrupt. I just wanted to put that
I
out
can't
there.
do it
I
all,
wanted
but
you to know that.
you know, with every great loss, there's another great win. You know what I mean? As we say in the business,
We're winning.
as we say in the business. But you know, yeah. Anyhow, I was recording the song earlier, and my son had a couple of friends over. It's not this one, but like you know, like sometimes you think you just nailed something, and I'm gonna rework it, which is something you know, I don't commonly do. It's usually just like, this is what it is, let them buy. But it was you know, like kind of one of them blah blah blah. But this one's try to save someone, and it's about exactly that. There was a saying I remember hearing, you know, like when you're going through certain things, and they're like, just remember you can't save everybody. You know what I mean? And something about that wording really, really bothered me, and it always has, right? And obviously you can't. Like, I mean, like, you know, if you're being realistic, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't try, and that's what this track's about.
I can dig it, man. All right, well, let's bring it up, man. And guys, we appreciate y'all being here. This is Guy and Shine. We'll see you here in just a few minutes.
Two-step man, but I think I could do something if I had just half a chance to work it out. It seems like life's been throwing me curveballs. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna stay falling like an old tree in the woods. But just maybe, baby,
Shindig Music, now available on all streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and a bunch of other ones I can't remember right now. Keep on shining. Yeah, man.
Good job, man.
Yeah,
Good job.
man.
I love it, man. Sean Dig
You did.
will try to save someone. Guys, we appreciate you. Shout out to Ford in the house. Tracy's Local Learning, Selena the Celestial. I know you've been able to see the comments, but yeah, we got Destined to Recover. Congrats on 500. Thank you. Tracy, Local Learnings. Everybody that's in here, appreciate you guys. This is Guy and Shine Evening Edition. Just throwing it out there. Guy and Shine in the morning, Monday through Friday, 10 to 1. Gonna be pretty consistent there. This is just me and him kind of. This is on the fly, just doing what we do in freestyle. This is after hours.
Off the cuff. Trying
off
some
the
new
cuff,
things,
so to
trying
speak.
some different things. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm let's see. I was doing it. Yeah, okay, I'm back in my comp. I was back in the, I just had to get your feelings on.
Sure.
I wanted to know how this made you feel.
Okay.
I just want it's something.
What are you gonna do?
I just want to know.
Hearing the guy
I just need to know. I just need to know what this brings when you.
Okay, what is my Insta feeling? I think you already know.
Feed them ducks.
Got all this jammed up, but it's time to feed them ducks on the
Feed them ducks.
Guy and Shine show. From 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, feeding ducks. And if I ain't feeding ducks, then I'm gonna do something blanked up. Feeding them ducks. Yeah, feeding them ducks.
Feeding them ducks. Yeah.
Good vibes, baby.
Can anybody answer us in the comments why that is named Feed Them Ducks? We just want to know. Not that we care.
No, but the squirrel is not happy with it, and I don't blame him. I mean,
Dude, he's in the comments.
why isn't
You
there a
guys
Feed
know
the
that
Squirrel
he's there.
song?
It's like,
We all know how hard they're working. Ducks
Yeah,
get it easy, really.
Feed them ducks.
Feed them ducks,
But I remember
baby.
that time that me and you just happened to be out in the wild.
Oh my
And we were
Lord.
frolicking around. And remember, I was walking in the
Absolutely
Appalachian
magical
Mountains,
day.
and you was walking in the Appalachian Mountains, and we
Yes.
wound up walking beside each other.
Yeah.
And because the trail runs up through there, and you happen to be on the same trail
Luckily,
that
I
I
had
was.
found a piece of beef jerky left behind by some reckless campers and was able to survive the next 4 days to make it to
Right.
this
Right.
encounter.
And you
with
shared
Guy.
that with me.
Yeah. Yeah, that
And
was
I
it.
appreciate that. And then we found that cave.
And great things happened.
Yeah.
We went beyond anything that we thought
Yeah.
we would ever do.
Yeah. And a lot of people have searched and scrounged for footage of Bigfoot, footage of Sasquatch, footage of all kinds of things, Skinwalker, all this stuff. Well, we found some footage.
Chupacabra cabron.
We're still trying to identify exactly what it is, but
It takes a minute for these
look,
DNA tests.
we'll just share the footage with you, and we'll allow you
There's
guys
only one.
to make your judgment call. We'll see you on the other side.
That is the true story.
I'll just let the footage speak for itself.
That
But
is
anyway.
the true story. The true story.
True story.
Factual events that actually occurred in a time, maybe.
Yeah, here on the Guy
or
and Shine
then.
Show, you get nothing but the truth.
Yeah, well,
And
nothing but the truth.
100% facts.
Wait, is that a paradox? Well,
I got-
oxymoron, I think they call that. No.
We'll try not to name it. We'll try not
you
to
know
name
what?
it.
We'll just let it live. Live
Yeah.
and let live, baby.
Yeah.
That's all we can do.
Yeah, moving on.
Next topic. This just in.
So,
It's
prayers
cold.
So prayers are going out for Shine and family. Guy, maybe now would be a good time for a Johnny Cash song like "How High Is the Water, Mama?" Yeah, for real.
So
We're
what's
getting
going?
flooded.
So what is going on down there? So what
Man,
happened?
we got a bunch of rain, dude. It just come down like in buckets, and
What's
it was pretty
going
much
on?
all day. And now flash flooding, and there's been water rescues and
Holy
people
smokes,
stuck, and
man.
just it's
Holy
been
smokes.
it's been
Well,
crazy, man. No doubt, it's been crazy. Um,
I don't know what's going on, man. It's crazy what's happening. It's crazy.
I live on top of a mountain, so if I start washing away, there's a lot of people that's in a bad spot because I'm on top.
Man,
That means you better have an arc. There better be something. You better
some
be
kind,
looking for
you know,
something.
you know what's wild about this? Do you remember like maybe 2, 3 nights ago when we were talking after we did? I think it was an evening show. It was definitely the evening, and we were talking about exactly this. We were talking about like how crazy it would be if there was like what I mean, something to happen, and you'd have to have a boat big enough. Like we got into this conversation a few times, and now like I remember like I lived in Alberta for quite a few years, right? So there was this town called High River, hence the name, man. Make sure you pay attention to things because a lot of times the hint is right inside the word they're telling you, right? And High River was built on a floodplain, okay? And that simply means that should the water rise equal to or greater than where it normally is, it will wash out your town. So they built up banks, they built up all this. Now, this classic 1 in 100 year flood, right? Well, it happened one year. The insurance companies were cool with it, but it took a long time just because of how the economy was going and things were turning down. While Slave Lake had burnt, while most of BC was burning at the time, you know what I mean? And this stuff had gone on every single year. And then eventually they told the people, well, we'll give you a choice. You can either stay living here because it's just too risky. Like this is not actually a 1 in 100 year thing anymore because it happened 2 years back to back. So they just rebuilt the community, just like Fort McMurray. Fort McMurray burnt, and the next year they rebuilt it and it burnt again. So I don't know what's going on, and I'm not an expert on the matter. I can just speak to what I've seen, and I really hope that everybody's okay and safe, and they know how to deal with these situations because it seems like something we need to be more prepared for than ever kind of before.
Yeah, indeed on that, man. Because well, you think about it, man. When they talk about 100-year floods or 500-year floods, when we look back at our history and you see that you're in that 100 to 500-year mark, that means at some point it may happen again. It may only be once every 500, but when it does, it's going to be a good one.
And here's the part they leave out. They don't tell you how many we were overdue for. So then you get 2, 3, or 7 in a row. You know what I mean?
You get a 500-year flood 500 times all at once.
Yeah, right? It's like, who's doing the math on this?
Yeah, the ducks start scrambling. You know what I mean? They're like,
watching the birds and stuff. Like me and my what was wild was like there's been some really peculiar things happening. I got a couple of things a buddy has sent to me, and we were like, I've said on here before, I coach minor league hockey right now, and we have to go out of our community into other communities, usually around sundown, you know what I mean, when the sun's starting to set. And I kind of noticed something in this particular area we were going to where like they're not mountains, but they're like the last kind of like the foothills up here on our end on the eastern side.
Right.
So as the sun goes down, it just kind of goes down, and usually we'd send up these flares. But there's been this like crazy like flickering thing type happening, right? And I never said nothing about it. My son's like, Dad, do you see that? Do you see what's happening up there? And I'm like, it could be thunder, it could be, who knows? Like, you know what I mean? Could be a lot of things. But I was just trying to remain calm because like I'd never seen nothing like it. Then we go play the game, and afterwards, my buddy sends me, hey, have you ever seen this? And he's out in Alberta in the Rockies with the exact same thing on the same night. He sent it to me. I think I might put it up. I might find a way to plug it in for tomorrow or Monday, and just show this kind of booming sky thing. I did do it a little while ago when I seen it here. It was at nighttime, so you could hear the booming, but you didn't see the lights changing. Because I just find it peculiar that like, I don't know. You hear some people, and I don't know which way to go on it. You hear some people saying like climate change is a big thing, it's a real thing, and then you hear other people saying it's just cyclical events, you know what I mean? I don't know which way to go on it, but I know that seeing stuff I ain't seen in a while or ever for fact,
Shout out to Five in the house, man. Smiley, I see you there. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, my sister. I know exactly who you are. Appreciate you. From Chris the Flash. Chris the Flash. Hit that like button for you boys. Appreciate
Smash
it.
that
If
like
you know,
button. Yep.
smash that like button
There you
and
go.
share this stream out if you don't mind. But we appreciate everybody in house. We see you. We thank you. Miss Tracy, thank you. I thank you. I thank every one of you. Thank you, every one of you. Shine, I see you got another one up here in the bottom for us. You want to give us a little touch on that?
Yeah. This one was a. So I had a very good friend. He was one of the guys that kind of like was one of the few people who, back when I grew up, everything was a competition. And I was having this conversation earlier with somebody, right? Like, there's a certain amount of healthy competition, and then there's a certain amount that is just not healthy, right? Like,
Right.
at a certain point, like, if it's consuming you, it's no longer healthy. And I got into the, like, kind of unhealthy, like, competitiveness of music and doing this and that. And I met this guy named Chris, and he became a very good friend of mine. He was an incredible bass player, incredible songwriter. He had a bunch of different bands, and very much motivated me. And we became good friends. We played a lot of shows together, and this was about the last night I seen him before he ended up passing away. And the song's simply called "Who's to Blame." Makes you wonder if maybe if he just had done something a little different,
The song's
what
called
would the outcome be?
Who's
So.
to Blame?
All right. Well, here's who's to blame.
And
This is
it's
Guy and
about
Shine.
losing
Appreciate
somebody
y'all.
way before you should. Saturday morning, the phone call comes in, and I know that what I am about to experience is gonna change me for the rest of my days. See, it doesn't seem to matter your age when they finally call you home. You have to take the page, and 2 or 3 minutes in one way. Maybe I could have done something differently. Tell me how it is. This makes sense. Where it is, all this meets and ends, and I can't find a way settle all this down in a way my mind can make it less profound. There was something hanging in the air. Last words you said to me were that I don't care, and I followed up with, what is wrong, man? While you look in my eyes and ask me if I'm mad. No, I've never been, never was. The saddest thing I ever lost, my friend, was you. My friend was you. If I'm honest with it all, I almost can't recall, 'cause it's been so long. It's been so long, yeah. I know when this ends. I've got more than 1 or 2 questions that I need to ask. If Thomas ever gives me the chance, if Thomas ever gives me the chance. There's nothing quite like the silence in your head. Frankly, it becomes deafening, my friends. All alone in a world full of darkness, until some kind of light shine through after you was gone for a decade. I remember the day when Mondays went out from under me, and it was something I didn't know, and I still don't understand. But I knew right then and there you never left me. You're just in another place there. I truly hope was better then. Your brief stay with us on this plane, but I'll always carry this pain. No, nothing ever was, no, nothing ever was the same. And I'm pretty sure that it will never ever be again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, did you, your mic, I think you're muted, bro. You just gotta turn your mute off.
Yeah, shout out to Six in the House.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate everybody being here, man. Shout out to Sean Dig, man. That was Sean Dig with what was the name?
Who's to blame?
Who's to blame? Who's to blame? Well, hey, who's to blame for all 5 of you in the house? We appreciate
Yes,
everybody's
we do.
been here.
Yes,
Had
we
9,
do.
had 12 at one time, I think.
Hey, man, that's good.
17 likes, I think, is what we got. I don't know if it's
Nice.
17, but if you haven't, hit the like button for you
Smash
boys.
that like button, double tap
Yeah.
that screen.
Double tap that screen. Shout out to Chris the Flash, man. Hey, I tell
Yeah,
you what,
man.
shout out to Smiley. I see you here. I see Miss Tracy and Euphoric Granny. Hello Kitty was in the house earlier. Phil
Oh,
Dye.
nice.
Desi was
Smiley,
in the
what's
house.
up?
Joel, appreciate you, man. Everybody.
Yeah,
I'm not. Fanny 92, thank you. 6 in the house with us.
Mhm.
Sean Dig and Guy. This is After Dark. This
Yep,
is after hours.
dark.
We
I
usually
like
go
that. I
10
like
to
that.
1,
Yeah.
Monday through Friday. But this is us just doing what we like to do. Of course,
Yep.
Monday through Friday, it's what we like to do anyway.
Yeah,
But
it's always what
this
we
is
like
the
to
after
do.
hours
Just a little
show.
twist on the
little
twist.
twist. We're here because we can be. That's why.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's
But
it.
we
You gotta
appreciate
do it.
everybody. Miss Tracy, you're the best. You're the best support, and congratulations to your 500.
Absolutely.
I seen that,
I
and
seen
I
that
shared
too
that for you.
earlier. Very proud of you because I remember us talking, I think around December, like when you kind of go through those, I call them the YouTube lulls, you know what I mean? Like you gain a bunch and you lose a bunch and it's like, why am I even doing this? You know what
It's
I mean? Like,
disheartening, man.
it is disheartening, and I never expected it, to be honest with you. Like I never thought that would bug me, but it caught me off guard, and it did. I'll be honest.
It will.
So,
It will.
Yeah.
It will. Shout out to Desi in the house, man. I seen you earlier, and I happened to cross this little commercial, and it was inspired, I believe, by you. Now, this is a little something I done for Desi, who has been just a true blue supporter of mine, and since day one, he kind of just has been riding or dying. This is Guy and Shine After Hours. This is a little shout out to Desi.
Desi.
I hope you guys enjoy learning how to make your own.
There's only one way to learn, so
Only one way to learn. Jump in there and get it. This is Guy and Shine After Hours. We'll see you in a second.
Yeah.
All right. So my wife's not here. Well, she's not. My wife's not here right now. So I don't know why I'm still whispering, but hey, I'm gonna teach everybody right real quick how you too can have a full hat. Watch it. What you do is if you're married, you want to make sure your wife's gone. But then after that, get your own roll of, I recommend the off-brand of everything. But then you just want to roll you out some. And what you're going to want to do, this is where I made my mistake. I tried to save money by not using too much. Use what you need. Pull it out there, okay? Now, what you want to do so that it's self-fitting is you want to take it, and this is the difficult part. There you go. You want to roll it around, right, and tuck it. You want to tuck it. You'll feel when it's right. And then just keep coming. Keep coming. You'll feel it. You don't have to be skilled at hat making for this. Now, you've got this part. Now, this is where it gets... Yeah. I ain't worked this part out a whole lot yet, obviously. Give me just a second here. But you got to be intricate, and you got to take your time when you're doing this. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now you just mark it, and what I would recommend doing. I don't have no other recommendations. Just do what you got to do there. But anyway, once you get done with that, then you can refit it. Because you know that it's put. Oh, that's going to be a good one, guys. All right, then you want to stick it right back down on your head. This is important. Now, depending on, I like the little hook. So I like to go like, and then you work like straight on up, right? Like that, right? Now what I might do is weave in a little bit of and then there you go, guys. You too can have a full hat in less than 3 minutes. So guys, look, this is Creating Change. My name's Guy Bandy. If you don't mind, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you feel like you want to share something ridiculous, go ahead and hit the share button. But until next time, y'all take care.
Yes, sir. Well, so that's always entertaining. Every time it comes up, it's always great. I learn something new every time I see it, to be honest. Every time I see it, I see a new folding technique, a new wrap technique that I didn't comprehend. And it actually came in very useful last night whilst making homemade pizza. So, bless. Bless. You never know where you can apply these technical skills that one can hand from one to another. You know what I mean?
Hold on, man. I'm having
Well, that's okay. I'll
man,
just carry it on.
is my sound all right, man?
You sound fine, man. You
All right,
sound
I had to do a little rearranging because, man, we just got another one of them emergency reports, man, saying flash flooding and all that, and it froze this camera up on me. So I was like,
oh man,
I was like, oh God, boy, I'm trying to get everything. I was like, man, I got to mute mics or I'm gonna blow you. I'm like,
isn't it wild though? Like, how it's been like if you look at, like, you can pretty well draw a straight line from where I'm at to where you're at. You know what I mean? If you take the map, you can pretty well shoot like as straight as a crow flies.
Yeah.
And you're getting this, we're getting this. I find that strange. You know what I mean? It used to take time to like kind of work its way from place to place. And now it's just like snow, rain, flash floods, blah blah blah. But how are you guys doing? How safe are you where you're at?
Oh, where I'm at, man, I can tell you. I mean, I'm good.
You're good. Okay, cool.
But it's just out the road from me that people are lower ground, man. I'm way up on the mountain. I'm the highest point on my mountain.
Yeah.
And
I've Google mapped you. I see how elevated you are.
Yeah, man.
You're up in the good spot, but I see that lower spot where everybody's probably just gonna get washed out. Is that kind of what's real?
Yeah. Well, and on out from us about 20 miles, there's a town called Richlands, and they're just really low.
Virginia. Yeah.
They're really low, like in the bottom, and they flood anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Even when it drizzles, they flood.
Answer me this, like why? Like, I worked in construction for a long time, right? And I couldn't understand when I seen them building retaining walls and stuff like this. I said, well, why are you doing this? And they're like, well, we're below the floodplain. I'm like, would that not then mean that should it flood, which it most certainly will, that this whole community will be jeopardized? And they're like, yeah, that's exactly what it means. I'm like, so why would you build it here? You know what I mean? Like, why would you set somebody up for? Anyway, I don't know. Maybe another
Hold on
discussion.
one
But
second, Sean.
yeah.
I'm
Hello,
am
Celeste.
I messing
Thank
up your
you.
sound? Hold on.
No, you're fine. You're not
I'm
messing
gonna
with my
get it
sound. I was
fixed here
just
in
saying
just a
hello to a
second.
few people.
I'm trying to get this one going again without doing nothing really crazy. So I'm gonna
Oh,
drop
do I
out.
have to do the ear thing so I don't, just to be safe?
Warning you ahead of
Yeah,
time.
I appreciate the trigger warning, bro.
See now.
I appreciate it. Double tap that screen for you, boy. Anyway, so yeah, it is crazy. It's pretty nuts, and like
All right, I think I'm back online again.
yeah. You good? Can hear all right? We're good.
I think I'm back on. Am I good?
Yeah, you sound good to me, man.
All right, man. Yeah, it just took me a second because this one, when the emergency thing came through, it shut down my camera,
Yeah.
shut down the microphone, and that came through because it was an emergency thing.
It's like those Amber Alerts when I'm always like,
I
get out
can't
of here. I'm trying to make a video. I don't care.
Yeah, it's like I can't do nothing about it. Like I got to do something to stop that. Because
What do you
I didn't
expect me to
think about
do? I'm trying to make a video. Come on now.
Yeah, I got to take notifications on that off because I didn't realize it would cut through. Because
Yeah.
like text messages, they come through, but it doesn't affect anything.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that shut me down, dude. It was like,
Yeah, if anybody
stayed up
calls
there,
you or anything like that, like, and what's wild about the iPhones is even if you have the cellular part off, cellular data,
right?
you have to keep your Wi-Fi on, obviously, to use, what we're doing. But if it's iPhone to iPhone, they can still call you. So, like, that's why I wanted to switch back over to the computer because nobody can cut out on me on that end of it. You know what I mean? So.
Yup. We got DBC. Hey, brother Ben, good to see you. We got Eight in the house. Shout out to everybody.
Every one of you. Appreciate all y'all.
Yeah, man. This is Guy and Shine After Hours, guys.
Yes.
Saturday edition. You never know what might happen.
Snowstorm on one end of 45 centimeters. Translate that's about a foot and an inch. A foot and 4 inches, excuse me.
Yeah.
And we got flooding on the other side. So, great. We're having a good time.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Follow Your Bliss. What's up, Miss AJ? Thank you for that, man. That's a big, monumental feat in our little world. You know that for
it's a huge,
small content creators.
Huge step, man.
So thank you very much for recognizing that. I appreciate you, and it feels good. I ain't gonna lie. It feels like I.
Well, you
feels
done
like
put
I
the
kind of
work
made
in,
a little.
man. It's nice to hit them milestones.
It is.
You know what I mean? You put the work in, and
it is. Even though that's not really in your mind, like what your full motivation is, you can't lie and say that it doesn't make you feel good. It makes you feel better.
I hope it does make people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I mean, you put work in, it should make you feel good.
It makes you feel better, man.
A lot of time in my life where I put work in, but I was putting work into things I didn't care about, so I never felt fulfilled. You know what I mean? But doing something that you love, what did they say? You never work a day in your life. You know
Indeed. Shout out to Brother Ben. Shout out to DBC Aquatics, man. Everything aquariums. If y'all haven't seen them, go see them. Follow Your Bliss. Appreciate you being here. Same. Go see her. Oh, great channel, great people. Tracy Local Learners. Thank you, Miss Tracy. Appreciate you. Shout out 11 people in the house. Sean, I see we got us another song loaded up here in the bottom. You want to give us a little touch on this?
This is I'm sure we'll be fine because they've never touched me for it. But it is a cover of the great Bob Marley,
awesome
Redemption song. It was something I did a while back, and I love Bob Marley. I love everything about Jamaica. I love everything about a lot of places I've got to visit. And I heard this song actually years before. I was working with I wanted to do a duet record. And this woman, young lady at the time, I guess, because we were both, young men, young women, had taught me a lot about music I didn't know, I hadn't heard. And this was a version of that version, but just done on my own. So, yeah, that's
awesome. Well, this is Guy and Shine After Hours. Appreciate you guys, man. This is Sean Dick.
Smash that like button for you.
Smash that like button for you boys.
Yeah. Oh, pirates, yes, they rob I. So I goodbye to the merchant ships. Moments after they took I from a bottomless pit. Though my hands were made strong by the hands of the Almighty, we forward through this generation triumphantly. Won't you help sing these songs of freedom? These songs of freedom is all I've ever had. Redemption songs. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Let us in your atomic energy, 'cause none of them control the times. How long will they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? I guess it's all just a part of it. We gotta fulfill the book. Won't you help sing these songs of freedom? These songs of freedom, 'cause all I've ever had. Redemption songs. These songs of freedom. Redemption songs. These songs of freedom. You shine.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy. Great job, man. Great job.
I got an opportunity, and it was around I think 2010, and I got an opportunity to go down to Jamaica, and I always liked what I always found amazing about what Bob Marley did was that he sounded like no one else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And anyone who's tried to do the sound, like there's like the ska and ska reggae and all that kind of stuff, but like what he did was his, And when I got to go down there for a little bit to like go visit his house, it wasn't like a typical tourist attraction where like, you know what I mean, like admit your ticket type thing. It was like you showed up and like members of his family are there and stuff like that, and it was just a super cool spot to be. And that was like when I kind of started to understand like I don't claim to be anything, but when I started to understand Rastafari and like what they believe in, it's just the most striking part about all of it for me was that you can be reborn at any time you choose, right? And that definition is yours. And if you listen to that music and you feel that vibration, you feel that just good energy, you know what I mean? So absolutely love it.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. I love the music. I love it just because it's so different. And it's actually for those of us that play music, when you go to learning, that is a hard style to grab a hold of in your mind. It's hard to get a hold of the rhythm, especially for me as a guitarist who's stuck on bluegrass, country music, rock and roll stuff. Yep. And then you try to switch and play. It's like going to jazz almost. Like
it is, and like it's such a switch timing.
It is,
like, especially if you're trying to sing it at the same time. It's like your words have to be kind of advanced or delayed. You know what I mean? Like
it's got a different. It's got
soul. It's got everything.
I had a lot of trouble with Carlos Santana. I was playing in the band. They had me do a couple songs by him. And dude, I always had a tough time, like with Evil Ways. coming in at the right moment, because it's like a half step or a quarter step behind the front of the beat, and it's like in your mind you're
Yep.
thinking the front of the beat, but if you come in
Nope.
like that, you're going to be off through the
Yep.
whole thing.
Yep.
And it's, man, it was
It
so hard
reminds
for
me
me to
of like
block
the
my brain.
acapella kind of theory. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm rowing in my canoe, and then you're like, I'm rowing in my canoe. And if it's not in perfect time, you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense, and you blow it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But
Yeah.
when it comes together, man, does it come together.
It does. It does. It's always fun to try to, like, because for myself as a singer, that's what that was my first real love, was I just loved singing along to songs on the radio and singing along to different things. But the learning the guitar along with music, it was almost like trying to understand where they were coming from as they were playing it, almost like what were they feeling in their head
Oh
as
man.
they were jamming, like, and you can't help but move just a little bit neither.
Oh no,
You
you
can't
can't,
help,
bro. No,
like,
you can't.
it's,
Like,
you
there's
know
no
what I mean?
way. Try and not move. Like, and like it was a part. Like when I,
Feed
you
them
know
ducks.
what time it is.
You can't-
Oh, we gotta feed them ducks. Feed them ducks. Feed them
Goodbye.
ducks. Driving trucks, driving bucks, running
Feed them
up
ducks.
and down these stops while I'm
Feed them ducks. That's
feeding
hilarious.
ducks.
That's hilarious. I'm sorry, I had to throw that one in there, man.
I love that, man. That's a good
Yeah.
segue. It's a perfect segue.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
you know, yeah, it is cool. I see Tracy saying thank you for speaking on Bob
Yeah.
Marley. And when I was down there, you know, actually in Jamaica, you know, I met this young guy, and that's a whole nother story. But he helped me out of a situation, and like they refer to him as a prophet. You know what I mean? Like as a prophet. And the other fact on that is reggae is like the actual last new music made. A lot of people don't know that. Like it was like he came out of nowhere, and like that, like no one's been able to do it. You've heard Sublime like try to do it, and like Sublime, I love Sublime. They do their kind of version of it great, but it's never gonna be Bob Marley and the Wailers, and like. And behind all of that too, it was never ever about money, which is what I loved about it. It was like put it back to the community, put it back to, you know, into helping people. And if you've got anything and you have the ability to do that, why wouldn't you? So yeah, pretty cool, pretty rad story, I think. Yeah, you gonna light one up? Yeah. Give me a. Yeah. Well, here are the guys. So while we're waiting, that guy's gonna come up with something handsome and, you know, nouveau-esque. I think they call it nouveau riche. Yeah, yeah, baby, yeah. Oh,
I just
man.
tuned my guitar up, man, while you was telling us a story. I just
Yeah,
get this old
telling
thing.
tale. I
I
also
appreciate
didn't
it.
know that Johnny Cash had a home in Jamaica for a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I got to check that out too. But yeah, it was pretty wild. I remember what I loved about the culture was it reminds me a lot of kind of where I grew up at, where like the generational storytelling. You know what I mean? Where stories get handed down from one generation to the next generation to the next generation, and no matter how rough it gets or like whatever it is you're dealing with, and I mean, I guess it depends on how you define roughness, but like if it feels anything other than uncomfortable or comfortable, excuse me, then technically it would be uncomfortable, which would qualify. And you know, that has degrees for sure, but the resiliency of all of it and how long it lives is just amazing to me personally. Yeah, did I hear Johnny Cash? Maybe you did. Maybe you did hear some Johnny Cash. I cannot wait to have clear sinus pathways again, dude. It's gonna be so great.
Yeah, man. Yeah, get that head cleared up a little
Yeah,
bit.
man. Play us a day. I'm drinking lemon water right now, just trying to get this stuff flushed out of me. So play to mon frère, mon garçon, as they say up here on Dans le Québec.
I'm gonna do a little ditty, man. I've done it before, and I'll probably keep doing it. But let's see, man. I'm way too high. Hold on, let me back off there a little bit, man. I can't say I ain't getting up there like that. Good Lord.
Yes, Tracy. I personally play. I play drums. I don't count bass. I don't mean that to sound mean, but just I play guitar. So if you play guitar, bass, it depends. Well, I guess that's not fair, really, either. So I'll just be.
You
nice.
can keep a bass line.
I'll just be nice. I can actually rip a bass, bro.
You know.
I can rip a bass because,
Well,
like,
why don't you just say you can rip a bass
well,
then?
because I just, how much.
Because I can play a bass line. I mean, I can.
Oh,
put
dude,
you a
I
good
got
steady
so
rhythm
when I
line.
heard Primus, I actually like. Okay, this is true. So since about 14 years of age, I got to the point where I was just frustrated. Like I met a lot of players, and like what I realized was, I had to kind of figure it out in my head. And this might sound bad, but for efficiency and time, just trying to get it done, I'd be like, okay, let's do this. So what I would do is I taught myself how to play all the way around. I started on piano, and that didn't work for me. Like I had a real hard time with the coordination on two hands playing down, which is, I don't know if that makes sense, but there was something about when I put my hands like this that just, it came together. And I got to meet a lot of really cool bassists, but drums was my passion actually in the beginning. I started out drumming, and I was in a cadet program, so I did like a lot of fast snare, military drumming, and that kind of stuff. And then I learned the only music I know how to read is drum music. Like I learned guitar by ear, I learned all the rest of it by ear. But, the one thing I learned was if you got rhythm and you can, pick it up by ear, you can piece her together. That's how I work anyway. So,
Yeah.
To put a bass line in and like stuff like that, like you got to know with bass what I find is important. You got to know when to turn it on and when to lay off. You know what I mean? Like you got to know when to just be the backbone, and that's the beauty in all the music. You got to know when to come ahead, when to pull back, whether you're a drummer or a guitarist, singer, whatever. Everybody has their moment. So if you time it just right, it can be brilliant. Yeah. Anyway. That's all I gotta say on that. So, guys, gonna play a song now for y'all. Here in the Guy and Shine Show, late night edition. Much love.
Feed them ducks. Feed them ducks.
Never stop feeding
Let's
them
see.
ducks.
Let's see. Feed them ducks. Feed them ducks. Feed them ducks. I can't do it. I don't even know where to start with that.
We'll have to work on that. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. I'ma feed the ducks.
Play like there or the front of the band. Well, I can tell you this, brother Ben, from a musical standpoint, from an audience standpoint, sometimes the audience may not understand just how in control of the timing of the entire song and how much sound that they encompass as being other stuff, and it's actually the bass line being kept really well. Because a good lead guitarist and a good bass together, that lead guitarist knows the tones that bass is going to hit, and he knows he don't have to try to get there. He can add in with other stuff. So there is definitely an art to playing a good bass. I've been on stage with decent bass players, and I've been on stage with awesome bass players, and there's definitely a difference for both sides, for the singer, the other musicians, and the guitarist, whoever the lead guitarist is. I was never the lead guitarist. I was always just the dude that was banging it and singing. But for the lead guitarist, a good bass player can really help them to fill in a lot of gaps that they would normally be trying to jump to try to grab it's just it works out well when you got it works out
Well,
well.
that's what's key. Like in it, and like I don't know about you, but for me, it took a minute to find a bass player who actually enjoyed playing the bass, right? Like they weren't just a guitar player trying to get into another band to do something. But because bass and drums are your backbone, and if you got that, you can do pretty well anything you want. You know what I mean? As long as they got that plugging away going on, we can do whatever we want over top of it. But it has to be a dance, and sometimes people like to dance a little longer than they should. So, with that, what do you got, Randy?
Oh yeah, this is a little song that I wrote called "Take Me Back Across Johnson's Branch."
Oh, I love this one.
About a mountain that my mom and dad both grew up on, and that's where they were both raised. And now we just live a few miles out the road from there, and I just yeah, it just has a special place for me. So this is a little song called "Take Me Back Across Johnson's Branch." You want me to drop you out, or you want to stick right there?
You can drop me out if you want. Take the screen.
Well, if you needed to I didn't know if you needed to get up and stretch.
I can do a stretch and flex. These hips ain't getting any younger.
Well, I didn't want you stealing my thunder.
Well, there's that too.
I didn't. Well, okay.
Look what I can do, baby. Yeah, turn around, make squirrel gravy.
Somebody say squirrel.
What? Oh no! Now we're in trouble. He's definitely gonna chew through the power wires.
I'm telling you, dude. He gets excited when he hears squirrel. He's like, "What?" He get it.
Head on a swivel, baby.
I remember well those stories that he tell, growing up on Johnson's Branch. Right there's where your mom's raising, in that church we learned to pray back when on Johnson's Branch. Won't you take me back across Johnson's Branch, back where love grew and first began? On that 40-acre farm, a lot of life was learned. Take me back across Johnson's Branch. Well, I've walked this mountain many a time, heading for that Tasman County line. Oh, but deep in my heart, I'll always know, gonna always call Johnson's Branch home, sweet home. Won't you take me back across Johnson's Branch, back where love grew and first began? On that 40-acre farm, a lot of life was learned. Take me back across Johnson's Branch. Won't you take me back across Johnson's Branch, back where love grew and first began? On that 40-acre farm, a lot of life was learned. Take me back across Johnson's Branch. Won't you take me back across Johnson's Branch? All right, man. Yeah.
That's a beauty, man. You gotta get. I'd like to get them sent up so I can, you know what I mean? Kind of do like when I just drop them in the bottom. You know what I mean? Fill them in and put some harp in there, and who knows what the heck
I'll get
else.
some sent over. I'll get some sent over too, because I'm gonna spend a little time this week coming and just put some songs down. And I'm just gonna just sit and record. You know, probably 6, 8, 10 of them that I just really like. That one that I told you that I really want that bass line put down.
Oh yeah,
I really want. Man, you know, you're gonna make me have to do it. I'll get my little. Hey, I'll get my drum. Let's see. Let's see. We can find out everybody. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We're from high up in the mountain, where the sky meets the pine. Ain't nothing in them woods, Lord, except rednecks and moonshine. We like to go to church, Lord. It makes us feel just fine, but a different kind of faith. Well, it's alright sometimes. Now the book's got us all wrong, and the rumors are just fake. We may be wild as hell, yeah, but we're good and safe. Remember us in your prayers. Send us all a safe grace. We're just old rednecks at heart. While we're stuck in this place, and if you come from out of town and you think you'll fit in, you just don't know our raising boy, and our patience has run thin, 'cause we're from high up in the mountain. Yeah, we'll get that one. We'll get that one.
I am running out of air, bro. I'm dealing with bronchitis right now. I was amazed I could do that much.
Yeah, LDB's like, hurry up, Sean's running out of air.
Yeah, he's running out of air.
God was too to be right.
That was alright though. I like that, man. That I hear that thump in it. I can hear it in my head.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks,
what
Miss
I like
Tracy.
learning.
Appreciate you, darling. Thank you, Miss Tracy.
Absolutely.
That's one of them. I actually wrote that, Miss Tracy. I was sitting in the front of the dorm. I had this line to it. I had, we're from high up in the mountains where the sky meets the pines. There ain't nothing in them woods except rednecks and moonshine. And we're sitting up in the front of the dorm in the penitentiary. I was in Buckingham. And me and some buddies that I wound up meeting after being there for a few months, we're sitting up in the front, and somebody started tapping the table real hard, going like that. And I was like, we're from high up in the mountain. Hey, and the whole song, exactly what you just heard, other than those first 2 lines that I had, came out at the front, at the table, on the fly, and they've never left my head. They've been in there. It's stuck.
See, that's an amazing ability. That's what amazes me about songwriters. You know what I mean? Like, in any form they come in. Like, everybody kind of has their little, things that they do. And for you, like for me, I have a hard time, like, unless I record it, like, right then and there, I have a hard time retaining exactly what the words were. But usually, like, I've realized my first cut's my best. You know what I mean?
Right.
So to be able to retain that is amazing, man. Because, like, the first time you did that, I'm like, whose song is that? You're like, that's my song, man. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, dude. Because I could hear it right away, like, ten, and those brushes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah.
Shout out to 11 in the house. This is Guy and Shine.
Yes,
after hours. We go Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon with the Guy and Shine, and then we have an after show where we try to highlight a guest either from the community or from wherever, and push them up. So we appreciate everybody being in the house. We got 11 here with us. If you don't mind, hit that like button. If you don't mind, share it out for us. Good night, my sister and my mother. Good night, Melissa. Yes. And good night, Mom, Dad. I love you guys. I'll see you in the morning. I appreciate you. I might let Buggy out nice and early in the morning so he can go bark and chase a cat and wake y'all up.
Yeah, that'll be my been teasing him all week.
That'll be my way of saying good morning. When you get Buggy outside barking at a cat.
Good morning.
Yeah. Hey, dude, he's a little beagle puppy, man, and he's mouthy anyway.
Yeah.
And dude, as soon as he goes out the door, his little tail goes up and his nose goes down, and he starts barking, and he's gone, man. And if I put the full hat on him and send him out, you think squirrels
whole nother
crazy?
level.
If you think squirrels crazy, No, you ain't seen nothing yet till Buggy
What a
gets
great
after
life
you.
it would be to be a dog. I always
Hey,
thought
I'm gonna
that.
tell you what. I put that aluminum hat on Buggy one time, and now the squirrel no longer climbs trees. You know what I'm saying? He's in here watching the comments, so you
Yeah,
know what I'm talking about, man.
yeah,
But shout
yeah.
out to 11 and to 12 in the house. 12 in the house. Hit that like button for you boys. This is Guy and Shine. Shine, what do you got coming up next for us?
Well, I have two down there. One of them is obscure. It was about being attacked by a demon.
Okay,
That's the
well, are you
second.
dressed? That's mainly.
Mostly from the waist up. I mean, I think we'll be fine.
I almost puked in my mouth, Shine. Let's go to the other one. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so the other one, let it play all the way through. It's got a nice little tail end on there, and it'll translate through to the cast.
And you're dressed all the way through, right?
all the way through on this
Okay,
one.
that's a promise he made to
All
you
the
guys.
way.
Y'all heard it.
Yep.
13 in the house. This is Guy and Shine. We'll see
Here
you on
we
the
go.
other side. Thanks y'all for being here.
Thank you.
This song's called Pills, and I guess it's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. All right. These pills have made me sick. These pills made me forget who I was supposed to be. I don't remember seeing this in the itinerary. Living in the darkness only. It can be created when you're lonely. These pills, these pills have made me evil. These pills made me kill all that once was good. These pills made me dependent, and I don't know how to live. Living in the darkness, one only you can build. Forget about the empires. A curse is all you've built. Well, I don't blame you for nothing. Not the way I used. To put it all out there. I was the one who ultimately got to choose. Living in a darkness only you could ever create or navigate through. The road to hell is hard and lonely, but honestly pills have stolen everything, and I thought I had the upper hand. Turns out it's not the way this works. But I can tell you how much it will eventually hurt. How much eventually it will hurt. When they don't work no more. How much this hurts. Bills. If you didn't know, Monday through Friday from 10 till 1 Eastern Standard Time, me and Mr. Guy Bandy at Creating Change GB, and also through my page, we'll be streaming a show that we would love all of you to be
Smash
part
that
of.
like
Be safe,
button.
tell the ones you love them, and keep on shining.
Keep on shining. That's right, man.
That's
Shout
it.
out to Sean. Did a great job, man. Great
man.
job. Thanks
Yeah,
for
man.
coming into the house with us, man. We
Well,
appreciate
thank
AW
you.
in the house with us. So we got Miss
Yes, we
Tracy
do.
locked in. Says, man, let's see, where was it? Locked in. Wanted to see what's next with you two. Loving it, Miss Tracy. Thank you very much. I seen you. Absolutely on point at Shine Day. Thank you, Miss Tracy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, Miss Tracy. Thank you for
Yes,
being
have a
here.
great
Noble.
night. Thank you.
Noble said, "Love y'all. Love all your guys' songs, man. Thank you, brother. Thank
Yes,
you.
thanks
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thanks
you.
so much.
Thank you." DBC, man. I see you comment there. It says, I got a beagle too. I know exactly. Yeah, they're mouthy, bro. They're
Mhm.
mouthy, man.
Mhm.
As soon as his little tail, now he doesn't do a lot of barking in the house because that's just kind of been how he's been trained. Like,
Yeah.
take that crap out the door.
That's
But
right,
as soon
yeah.
as his little paws hit the outside, man, he is on point, dude. He's barking about something, no matter what it is. It's something. But
That's
good night,
right.
my sister and mom. I love you all.
Yes,
And
have
my
a good
dad.
night,
Good night.
guys.
I love
Yeah.
you guys. Thanks for being here with us, and we appreciate all the support from the street. I had my friend come in from Elevated Einstein. He's a personal friend of mine, and I
Yeah.
had my best friend ZMB come in, Zachary. And that means a lot because any support from the street goes a long ways.
Yes, it
It's
does.
one thing to
Yes,
have a
it does.
YouTube family.
Yeah.
It's another thing to know that your family is truly supporting you, and I appreciate that. And I thank you sincerely. Me and Sean, we appreciate it because it helps small content creators like us to go ahead and smash that like button.
Yeah.
Hit
And,
the
you
share
know,
if you don't
what's,
mind.
what-
If you're
what's
proud
really
of what
cool
we're doing.
about that is like integrating, the people that are, because I hear a lot of people say this, you know what I mean? And I get it. I totally get this. Like with this opportunity, you get to present yourself the way that maybe you've never been able to present yourself, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So to have them people who actually know you, and like for me, I can count them on one hand, and I know every time they're going to be there for me, and then having this community here, and like it's really helped me get back into who I once was, and now like that 2.0 version, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Embracing all I've learned and all that
Well,
that we intend to do, in fact.
I know my friends well enough and my family well enough to know that if I wasn't doing something that they were proud of, they would never put me down, but they wouldn't openly support.
Yeah.
So to know that they openly support me in our comments and us and what we're doing, then that's the best way that they can compliment us and myself is by
Absolutely.
just showing that support and when they can, because I get it. But, just knowing that they appreciate what we're doing well enough to tune in and give us a few minutes of their time from on the street and we know them, that means a whole lot. And I push that up, but I push everybody up. And it's yes, Ben. I appreciate you, brother Ben, and I appreciate everything that you have to say. You know,
You amaze me actually. Like I know, you know what I mean. I know that like you were doing a couple of different things, and I didn't know that. Like it took me a minute to figure out that people were doing more than one thing. You know what I mean? And just to see somebody go, you know what I mean, and like really dig into what it is that you do and make something happen. That DVC, it's absolutely amazing. Tracy,
yep.
all y'all are amazing.
Dig
Every one
in,
of you.
dig in. Shout out to 10 in the
Yeah.
house still with us, Sean. I mean, that's a
Look at that,
really
man.
nice number.
That's a great number.
Appreciate everybody. You know, this is one of those times where me and Sean, we just made a decision that we were going to start and we were going to go for it. And you know, we're coming on. We're trying to find our spot. So we appreciate you guys being here. We do 10 to 12 or 10 to 1 Monday through Friday, Guy and Shine show.
Yep.
We do Guy and Shine from 10 to 11, and then after that we freestyle and we try to push other community members up.
Yep.
We try to be here and talk about whatever and try to have other guests on, and we're just now getting started, but we're growing and we're seeing, and we're
Creating
taking note.
Change networking campaign. You know what I mean? Like, it's been really cool to, like I said, I'll say it a million times. Every single person that's been on here, whether it's just comments or they've come on and talked to us, I've personally learned a ton of stuff. And like the resources that are out there now, that had they been there maybe 15, 20 years ago, I mean, whatever.
Wow.
You
Or
know
if we'd have just known
yeah.
to take advantage of it in such a good way, you know,
yeah.
because you know.
Let yourself have fun. That's my advice. Like the second that you feel like, oh, you know, like
I have to do this.
Yeah. No, look at it different. Like maybe, especially because for me in particular, a lot of them times like, oh, this is this hippy dippy stuff or like whatever it might be, right? And that comes from association through like whatever. But when I actually allowed myself to do it, my life changed. Like by letting yourself do something that you're not used to is actually creating change, right? That's what it is. And you can embrace the change or you can go against it, but either way things are going to change. So
DBC says, could you imagine where we would be today if we learned this just 10 years ago? Honestly, you know what? I'm glad that I didn't realize the platform that was made available, because the truth of the matter is, even just 10 years ago, I'd have messed this up. I'd have wound up not being in proper thought, and I would let my mouth overload my butt, or I would embarrass myself to a point where I didn't want to do nothing no more. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't see it, but if I would have known it and been of sober mind and sober choice, I'd have loved to know this platform was here and been able to do it, you know.
And that's what's cool about it. Like the one thing that kind of always kept me going through whatever it was never abandon your dreams. Just be prepared for them to show up maybe a little bit different than you may have expected, you know?
Yeah.
And in order for that to happen, you have to give yourself a chance, and you have to put yourself out there. And I get that that's hard to do.
Try something new. Try something new.
Yep.
Something that scares you a little bit.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you're not a little bit worried, you're a bit too safe, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you need to be reckless. Like there is a balance in there. There is a balance. And
there is.
Yep.
Well, guys, I'm gonna get me another splash of my coffee, and we're gonna play you a little song. This is my little song called "Slow It On Down." I don't do as good as what Mr. Shine does on my videos, but
no, come now.
You know,
come now.
I just limped my way through. Thank God for the record button, and that's it.
I had a great mentor. You know what I mean?
you do a great job with it, though, for real, man. But this is a little song called "Slow It On Down." Me and Sean will be back here, and it ain't but just 3 minutes and something. So we'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. This is Guy and Shine After Hours. Appreciate y'all being here.
Oh, y'all.
I've been in a hurry since I don't know when. Gotta bring it on back. Start over again. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice slow pace, the kind where a guy like me slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice slow pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. Well, I got me a woman, yeah, she's better than most. Yeah, I get the space I need to really cut loose. Yeah, she slows it on down to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. Slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. Yeah, slow it down. Slow it on down, guys. Good vibes only to you. Always good vibes. Always good vibes only to all of my beautiful people out there. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day. All right, all right. Thank y'all again. Shout out to Nine in the House.
job, bro.
Appreciate everybody, man. This has been one of those evenings that we get on here and go for it and see what happens. And it seems like it's been a pretty good night. We're taking note too of every night that we do, so that when the analytics and all those types of things come back in, then we can kind of decide what nights work best, because we know that we can't do this 2 times, we can't do it 7 days a week, but we know that we can do certain things, and we're just figuring it out. This is what it looks like for us to figure it out. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you. This is Good Vibes. This is Guy and Shine after show. After hours, we do Guy and Shine in the mornings from 10 to 1, Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time, where we highlight community members and guests from other places, and we do Guy and Shine, and we talk about good vibes and just that alone, and play music and share ourselves and the community with each other. But we appreciate you being here. Thank you. Good vibes to you, my friend, wherever you're from. Thank you. Appreciate you. It should appear as person who has violins, but somehow it looks weird. Okay, now I can. All right, I get it now. That's cool. I get it. It's okay. I'm in there. I'll just I'm interested with music. I love it. I love it. Welcome to Guy and Shine. We're all about music and writing songs. Pretty much every song you'll hear on this channel is an original, either by him or myself. Sometimes we'll do a cover here and there, but most of the stuff is original work. What you just heard, if you was here, was original, and other stuff that we've done just a few minutes ago by Shine is original. So pretty much what you're going to hear is our music and us playing and trying our best to sing them. But we thank you for being here. And now that I know what that, as a person who has violins, I'm going to say a poof or poof. I don't even know how you would pronounce. I don't know how you would pronounce that. But as a person with violins, thank you for being here. Thank you very much. This is Guy and Shine. Sean might have had to dip out. I know he told me that he had to leave out. So shout out to Sean. You guys go support him. He has a great channel, does music and other things. He's my partner Monday through Friday. But you can also catch the stream from his page. So I encourage you to please, please support. But hey, we appreciate you. I don't care what your name is. We have people that come on here. I can't pronounce their names, but I appreciate them being here, and it's good vibes. And I think no matter what or where or who, good vibes is good vibes. Don't matter. So I appreciate you being here. Thank you. As a person who has violins, I'm going to try to associate that with that. I'll recognize that every time I see it now. But thank you, Brother Ben. I thank you. I thank you for being here, and I appreciate you just encouraging us and being strong support. Anything aquarium. If y'all need anything aquarium, go see Brother Ben at DBC Aquatics. I've been to his channel. He's a personal YouTube friend of mine. I've been to his channel. Great person. I push him up. Does a wonderful job, wonderful videos, and very informative about aquariums, all things aquariums. So I encourage you to go support them. Shout out to Miss Tracy, possibly the best supporter of Shine and Guy and Shine, because I personally witnessed her supporting Shine. I personally witnessed her supporting myself, and then when she found out that Guy and Shine was together, she has personally supported both of us. So shout out to Miss Tracy at Tracy Local Learnings. Does wonderful stuff. Just a wonderful person. I encourage you to go look at her channel. Make your own decision about whether you want to be a part of her crew, but she's a wonderful person, and when she signs on with you, she's signed on. So I thank you, Miss Tracy, and shout out to your 500 subscribers. That's a big deal, and I just think it's awesome. But thank you all for being here. 12 in the house. I appreciate everybody coming in. Sean Dig, the link drop. Well, I know that you had told me that you had some things to do. I hope you get to feeling better, my man. Thinking of you. I hope you get feeling better, and I appreciate just you being a part of everything. Appreciate you being a part of everything. Shout out to Sean Dig. Shout out to his music. Shout out to all of it. Yeah, man, this is Creating Change with Guy and Shine. Now just Guy. Shine had to go take care of some things and get himself feeling better, but he stopped in to hang out with us, and I just appreciate you, Shine. Thank you, brother. Nothing but love to you. Congratulations on the 500. Appreciate that. It's funny. You start this process and you see 10, and you're like, all right. And then you see, 20, and then you're like, all right. And then, next thing you know, you're up there at the point where you can do live and you feel like you've done something. And then the next thing you know, you get to that 100 mark. And then I never really was like, I guess I was never really truly worried about the numbers so much. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't make you feel a little bit better. And then once you realize that it is part of it. So it's like I don't mind to recognize it these days. It's little wins for me. Some of the things in my life would suggest that you'd be searching for big wins. Nah, at this point, man, I'll take every little one that I can get, man. Every little win. So, for me, reaching that 500 mark, that's 500 people. And I've sang on stages in front of people before, and I can tell you that's a lot of people. When you put that many people in a room, that's a lot of folks. So it's not just a number to me. There's a person behind it, and I appreciate every one of them. whether they support my channel all the time or not. That's not, I mean, I just appreciate them being a part of helping me grow and helping, you know, you got to have those numbers, you know, in order to get to where, you know, I guess what you call legit. I hate that. I think it should go by your view time and view time alone. I think whether you had 1 subscriber or 100,000, I think if people are coming and watching your stuff, then I think you should get, compensated for it. Well, you know, for those of us that go into it just wanting to share of ourselves, well, you're getting compensated for it with every view. But if you're going to keep doing it, you might as well just follow the rules, try to work yourself up there to where, hey man, if they're going to send me $10, I'll take the $10. I ain't going to lie. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, any mailbox money is welcomed. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I feel you. You hey, you done got it wrote out there for me now, where I can see that. I can see that real easy. It's actually that works out better because but I would always associate it with it, and almost anybody that's in this chat room could tell you that once you've told me your name or what you want to be called by, once I associate it with your channel, I don't forget it. It's just the way it is. Always tune your instrument. I bet my violin down there could tell you. First rule: tune your instrument, or just don't play it. You know, put it down. Learn to do that first, and then, because you know what you do. This is the truth. This is really, I'm not being funny about this. If you play your guitar or your instrument out of tune long enough, your ear is going to recognize that as okay. And then when you get with other instruments and play, your ear is not going to recognize that as okay. It's going to be bad, and you're not going to. Get your instrument in tune. It sounds pretty good. This old Martin, it hangs in there pretty good. It'll, you know, when you first pick it up, you gotta kind of let it do its thing, kind of move. Well, guys, I'm gonna tell you what, man. I'm not gonna keep dragging, and I'm not gonna keep going. I'm at 3 hours and 9 minutes of stream time with 13 people in the house. I'm gonna sing a little bit of "Will the Circle Be Unbroken." Well, I'm gonna just sing the song, guys. And I'm squinting like crazy, and I gotta wear these awesome sunglasses to keep from blinding myself. A little bit of "Will the Circle Be Unbroken" on a Saturday night. Good vibes to everybody. I appreciate all 12 of you in the house. I was standing by my window on one cold and cloudy day when I saw that hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Lord, I told that undertaker, please drive slow. For this body you are hauling, Lord, I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Well, I told that Undertaker, Undertaker, please drive slow. For this body you are holding, Lord, I hate to see her. Will the circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by. There's a letter home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I went home, almost lonesome. Miss my mother, she was gone. All my brothers, sisters crying. What a home so sad and alone. Will the circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by. There's a letter home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. All right. Thank you all. Appreciate it. Shout out to 11 in the house. I hear you. I see Sean D. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for stopping in, Miss Tracy. Appreciate you. Person who has violins, but the microphone quality isn't really good. I appreciate you letting me know that. As a matter of fact, I have learned that over the past week. I've only been doing this week, so give me a little little break. But I do know that, and I'm going to get the thing that plugs into the thing so that I can plug my thing into that, and then when I play it, then it'll sound a little bit better, but I'm trying. This is like day 10 for me, and I didn't know any of it, so shout out to you. I know that. I do. I appreciate you. I do. I like the feedback. I do. Elevated Einstein in the house, man, a personal friend of mine. Thank you. I appreciate you very much for being here. You know, as we've taken this journey together this week, you've been here a lot for it. And, you know, it's tough to step out here in front of everybody and start making mistakes and know that I'm going to make bad errors. I'm going to probably move my foot the wrong way and knock all this crap off. I got stuff plugged in everywhere I normally don't have. I'm trying to learn how to do StreamYard. I'm trying to learn how to stream on YouTube, period. I'm trying to learn how to host, trying to learn how to switch things from front stage, backstage, upstage, backstage, download here over to this file. I didn't even know how to copy and paste until 4 days ago. Up until that point, my dumb hind end thought all y'all was so smart that you was able to type all that crap in. And that's God's honest truth. Didn't even know. So shout out. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, mind blown. But yeah, you know, as we grow and everything, we learn these things, and we're realizing that pre-recorded stuff does a little bit better at times. Does a little bit better. We try to bring you live stuff, and as we get, you know, for me, I'm not a rich man, so I gotta just invest where I can invest. And it's just a slow process and just learning how to do it. But guys, we just love every one of you being here, man. Shout out to 10 of you guys in the house. Once again, I appreciate everybody. Welcome to Creating Change. This is Guy Bandy. Good vibes only to you guys. You know, this past week has been awesome. It's been a struggle, I'm not gonna lie, and I appreciate all you guys that's been here for me, and watched me struggle and held me up and not been too awful unkind about it. I don't find criticism or critiqueism unkind. As a musician, I think you got to get used to it in order to grow. So it helps personally in your life as well to sometimes be told that you're not perfect because you're not. But hey, KC Inspirationals, good morning. Shout out to KC Inspirational. Does an outstanding job with great motivational messages in the morning with one of the most wonderful speaking voices you could ever hear, with the best good morning that you could ever hear. It's one of those kinds of good mornings, Miss KC. It's one of those kinds of good mornings that I like saying to my wife right as she gets up, because my wife's not exactly a morning person. She's kind of like nowhere's near a morning person. So when she gets up in the morning, I like to hit her with one of them, good morning, honey. It almost makes me puke in my mouth a little bit when I do it, but I know that she despises it. She would rather nobody talk to her for about the first 20, 30 minutes. Then you start easing your foot into the water with the good mornings and stuff. But, hey, shout out to my wife. God bless her, 16 years. She's, been fortunate enough to be married to me. Anyway, moving on. We still got Sean Dig in the house. Love KC and y'all. Yes, sir. We love you too, Sean Dig. We hope you get to feeling better. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Let us play some of your songs and get to share them out there with everybody and just be a part of tonight's vibe. Always a part of the vibe with Guy and Shine, Monday through Friday, 10 to 1. It's Guy and Shine in the morning, doing Guy and Shine. And then from 11 on, it is freestyle, and we try to bring community members up, push them up. We try to bring people from outside the community and push them up. And we're going to try to bring other stories as well. Because I think it resonates with people, and I think people also enjoy hearing from real life individuals about things that they've been through and things that they've done, or places that they've been, or whatever. So we're looking and we're searching. I mean, this is only 10 days in, so getting some feedback. We're getting more and more people. Seems like asking us to leave an email, and to they respond and everything. So. Looking forward to what it takes time, and I've been spending the last 2 weeks, putting feelers out and reaching out to different individuals, and not just in our community. Like, I'm talking way outside community. I'm not talking anything to do with that. It's just like people that I think are interesting. And hey, I told my wife, I ain't even gonna tell y'all who. I've been trying to reach a couple people, and we'll see what God has in store. But I've been trying to reach a couple people, and I told my wife who they were, and I laughed about it. I said, I ain't even gonna mention, because people will think I'm crazy. They'll think, yeah, right. And we'll see what this old possum eating grin will do for me. If I can just convince them to talk to me, I can sell ketchup to a woman wearing white gloves, and I get them face to face with me. Then I'll hit record. They won't even know. I'll tell them that it's just a call. I'll tell them it's a FaceTime call. I'll hit record, and then if they come to find me, I'll run. I don't care. I don't care. I ain't scared. I can run. Still move pretty good if I need to. Yeah, so it doesn't sound. I know the microphone. I know, and it upsets me. It really does, because I've told Sean from the very beginning that that's the one thing that just irks me, is to not have good sound. And until we started this journey, I hadn't started exploring what I really needed to do and what I didn't. So I'm exploring it. But shout out to 10 in the house. Shout out everybody. KC, thank you so much. Good morning. I appreciate it so much. Oh man, I appreciate you. Yes. Get you some rest. Thank you. Very hard worker. We got a person who has violins. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much. Thank you, Elevated Einstein. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you very much. Shout out to 11 in the house. This is a song that I played it earlier, but I'm gonna play it again. It's called Just So Many Miles Between Us. I wrote it about 8 years ago. And it's a true song, and the guitar that I'm playing was a blessing gift from the family that I wrote this song about. So it just is befitting for the song and the guitar to be together. So this is called Just So Many Miles Between Us. I'm going to refill my coffee cup, and I'll be right back with you. This is Guy, creating change after hours. Appreciate y'all. Just so many miles between us. There can be so many more. Been so long since I've seen you, some I've never seen before. Well, I make a promise to myself, God knows I'll keep. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. It's worth every rest stop, and Daddy, I need to pee, so my son can be around the ones that mean so much to me. Well, I want him to know you and love you all just like me. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. As the miles go by, my mind begins to go to the memories I've made from so many years ago. And I make a promise to myself, God knows I'll keep. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. It's worth every rest stop, and Daddy, I need to be, so my son can be around the ones that mean so much to me. Well, I want him to know you and love you all just like me. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. I won't let the miles between us be so long in between. All right, shout out to 11 in the house. Appreciate you sending healing energy your way, Sean. Thank you, Miss Tracy. Absolutely, we're all sending that right to you, brother Sean. Thank you. Good vibes only, Miss Tracy. Absolutely, always good vibes to you, my friend. Thank you. Shout out to Miss Tracy for your 500 subs, man. That's such a big deal. For us small content creators, that's a huge deal. I just reached it myself today. So it's kind of cool that we get to kind of hit that mark around the same moment. So shout out to you, Miss Tracy. Person who has violins, appreciate you for stopping in. Elevated Einstein, brother, I appreciate you always being here. DBC, appreciate you, man. Brother Ben, thank you. All things aquarium, all things. He can answer your question, or if you just go watch a video or go look him up, then he'll have something there to fulfill your need when it comes to aquariums and just good vibes. He's just a good, positive person with good, positive things to say. And just, you can tell by the way that he does it. He comes up, he likes what he's doing. He's enjoying what he's doing. Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely, Miss Tracy. It's one of them things. I never really was concentrating on it. But once I seen that I was getting close to it, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of excited. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Until I got to like that, because I mean, just the beginning of this week, I was at 438, I think, Monday. So I seen that it was possible. I seen that it might happen. But at the same time, you don't know, and it was cool. It was really cool to hit that mark, because I said in the beginning, when I started this journey of this month, I wanted to hit that 500 mark, because that puts my watch hours and my subscriber count about even, at about half and half. I'm halfway to the subscriber count, and at this point, I'm about halfway to my watch hour moment, where that the channel becomes legit then. So it's been a long process, and shout out to all you guys that have shown me nothing but love and support through my videos, my good vibe videos, and just being here for me, man, because you guys know what time it is. Y'all know You got to put your foot down sometimes and just go for it. And this is me going for it. I know that I have till, January of this year coming again. And I know that I'm real close. And why not monetize this? Why not take it? I don't care if it's $5. Why let somebody else have that $5 if I can have it? And that's okay to feel that way as a Christian man. It's okay to say, okay, well, if I have something of value and somebody else is making money on me and I can get it to this point where they're going to give me a little bit of that, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. So now it's like, okay, all right, I see that we can do this, and we can also bring some other people along and share in this journey together. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. So shout out to you, Miss Tracy, because you might be the best support that I've seen in the community, and I've been seeing a lot of people for several months. I know a lot of you guys, and y'all know I do. I know your names, and I keep up. I try my best to come around and see you. But you have been in more people's comments and more people's stuff than I have. I mean, it's like, man. And then I seen you on Shine's side supporting him. I seen you on my side supporting me, and of course other people. And then me and Shine started our journey together with the guy in Shine. Seen you here. So shout out to you, Miss Tracy. Man, this will always be a open door for Miss Tracy. And ever, if you'd like to come on and spend some time and push your channel up or push what you're about up, then just know you always have that. Always. But shout out to you. Shout out to KC Inspirational. I know that you're working hard, and I know that you do good things, and you put out a great message. And I encourage all of you to just go sign on to her channel and get up in the morning and listen to her message. And, I push those kind of things up. I push good vibes up. I don't care what your content is. I really don't. I support so many different contents that I have stopped caring about content and started more caring about, does this person love what they're doing? Are they being sincere? Have they found a niche? Have they found something that they're honing in on? And I can support that. Because I know that I have others that do the same for me. I know that I'm not so beautiful and just so outstandingly awesome that people just come to support me because of that. They come to support me because they care enough to say, okay, well, he's a small content creator. I'm going to go give him 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 6 minutes of my time, whatever that video length is, and I'm going to support him. Or I see him live, I'm going to go, or them live, or her, or whatever, live, I'm going to go support them. And man, for me, it goes a long ways. I try, man, it goes, you guys just don't, I can't say it enough how far it goes with me. But shout out to 10 in the house. I appreciate you guys. This is Creating Change. This is after hours. We had Shine on a little bit earlier. He's feeling just a little bit under the weather, so positive energy and just love and kindness from all of us going to him. I hope he gets feeling better, and he will. He's tough. He's resilient, so he'll be all right. Before you know it, he'll be standing up to pee, and he'll be, be good. But shout out to you, brother Sean. Nothing but love, nothing but kindness. Just having fun with you. But I do hope you get to feeling better, man. It always sucks to be under the weather like that. But thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us for, some time. I know you didn't feel 100%, but we enjoyed getting to hear his songs and stuff. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I don't have, because I didn't know how to do the video yet. But me and Sean, I have, let's see. This is a good one. Called Shine On. I'm going to go ahead and play it because he sent it to me and I got it in here and I know he don't care. So I'm going to use this as a chance to refill my little, I don't think I'm going to get any more coffee because I'm going to tell you. If you was in bad shape and you're just getting up out of bed and that was the best you had, like you'd be glad you had it. But at this point in the game, it's getting it's not tasting as good as it was an hour ago. It's just not, and it's just not. Now, But I am gonna get another little drink though, because I don't have nothing else. It's just coffee. It's strong coffee. My wife made that one for me. Sometimes she stumps her toe when she puts it in, but I'd rather have it strong than weak. I don't want scared coffee. I want some coffee that when I holler at it, it slaps me in the mouth and says, "Here I am." I like that. I like that. But this is a song by Shine. It's called Shine On. Shout out to Shine Dig. I hope you get to feeling better, brother. I'm gonna share out your song, and I'm gonna go get me something to drink, guys. I'll see y'all here in just a couple minutes. Shout out to all 11 of you. I appreciate every one of you being here. Just in a couple minutes. Shout out to Shine Diggs. Shout out to everybody in the house. Appreciate everybody. Got eight in the house. Miss Tracy, appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. Shine Diggs, shout out to you, brother. That was Shine. His song, Jamming Forest Man. Appreciate everybody that's in here with us, man. This has been one fun ride. And I meant every one of those kind words, Miss Tracy. I see your comment. You're welcome, and I meant every one of them. Thank you for being here. We're coming up on 3 hours and 40 minutes of nothing but good vibes coming from me to you. This is Creating Change. My name's Guy. I would appreciate it if y'all hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, for those of you that may not be. Guys, I appreciate every one of you being here. Guy and Shine in the mornings, Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Just good vibes, getting the morning started, talking about some different things. And then we try our best to push our community up. And we're reaching out to different people and just trying to spread our wings and see what happens. And we'll find out. We'll find out. You got nothing to lose but your ask. I heard that from my best friend, who his neighbor who lived beside him years ago, a few years back, told him one time that you had nothing to lose but your ask. And that's true. Just put it out there and find out what happens. You know what I mean? So this has been a fun ride. This is Saturday. Well, I guess it's still Saturday. I don't know. I don't see the time, but either which way, it's good vibes. Been a fun Saturday night with you guys, bringing you music, bringing you good vibes, playing a little bit, singing a little bit, sharing some Shine songs, and just having a good time, doing our thing and learning. It's been such a great week, jam-packed of learning some new stuff, and now just getting comfortable and enjoying this, and just going to see how far we can take it. I don't think that 7 days a week is in the picture, but I like the 5 days a week, and I do like the weekend edition of this. This is fun, and I like being able to do this part. So me and Shine are going to get together, powwow, and see what works best for him, what works best for me, and then we're gonna get our schedule figured out after February. But if y'all haven't been over to support Shine, please go over to his channel at Shine Dig. And support him. He's got great music and just a good dude, and does other videos and stuff. And I just encourage all of you to cross over and support him as well. You can find us on, at our Facebook page for the lives on both the Guy and Shine. You can find it at both pages. So I encourage you, go support, go see him, go push him up. But until next time, guys, I appreciate y'all being here. This is Good Vibes. My name's Guy. This is Creating Change. I appreciate every single one of you. Shout out to 8 of you still in the house. I thank you. This is a big help for those small content creators like myself. Shout out to hitting 500 subs for Miss Tracy. That's a heck of a feat. Shout out to myself. I hit 500 subs this evening. That's a heck of a feat. To start at nothing and not know nothing and not really know how to do anything, and then wind up there. So it's been a cool day, and it's been a cool, very cool, good vibes. So from me to you, nothing but good vibes. Always good vibes to all my beautiful people out there. I appreciate you. I thank you, and I will see you tomorrow, which I'm calling tomorrow Sunday. I will be on at some point Sunday, because I said 7 days a week. I'm going to be coming all month long with February. I'm going to be coming with good vibes 7 days a week. But Monday through Friday, Guy and Shine, 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock. I stop by, and we'll recognize you and see you, and we'll definitely shout you out and say hi. Miss Tracy, good night. I see you. Good night, everyone, and blessings. Yes, blessings to everyone. I appreciate you guys. This is my little song called "Slow It On Down" as the exit song, so to speak, but slow it on down. And good vibes to every one of you. Fine, wonderful people. Hey, Elevated Einstein, appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're learning, bud. And whenever you're ready to come and visit, you let me know, and you can just tune right. You can come right in. You know how it works. You can come right in, or I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you can come to my house. I don't care. But you know what I'm saying. Whenever you want to come on and talk for a little bit, you would be one of those guests I think our crew would love to hear from. So yeah. Anyway, throw that out there to you. Good vibes to you, my friend. I appreciate you being here. All your support really does go a long way, and we thank you very much. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for us. I will see you Monday through Friday, 10 to 1, Guy and Shine, but I'll be on tomorrow. Shine might be with me, might not. He didn't sign on for 7 days a week, but I did. I spoke my big mouth and said I'm coming every day through February, and I'm going to be here. So just know that. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. Till next time, y'all be good. Good vibes only. I've been in a hurry since I don't know when. Gotta bring it on back, start over again. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins a race. Yeah, slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins the race. Well, I got me a woman, yeah, she's better than most. Yeah, I get the space I need to really cut loose. Yeah, she slows it on down to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins a race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice old pace, the kind where a guy like me wins the race. Yeah, slow it down. Slow it on down, guys. Good vibes only to you. Always good vibes. Always good vibes only to all of my beautiful people out there. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day.